Hello and good morning to all of you, Debashish, Suvan, and all the viewers. A very good morning to all of you. And what games we are having back to back drama in IPL. That Rinku Singh one, yesterday's one, back to back drama. And Suvan, I know you are waiting for the super over. We all thought that it would be a super over, but yeah. Just talk to me about before we go into the analysis of the game. Just how exciting was the match and how much did you enjoy, Suvan? You go first.
Oh, it was a blockbuster match. I mean, uh, look at those last few overs. First of all, Nicholas Puran. First, Marcus Stoinis started it. Nicholas Puran
Hmm.
finished it. Then they got out. Then all the hierarchy. Harshal Patel tried the run out at the non-striker's end, and after that he missed that. He missed that. That was the most hilarious part. He was absolutely spot on to try that because Ravi Vishnu was
Hmm.
almost 2 yards out of the crease. But the most hilarious part is he missed that. And then the final, and then the final ball. Then they completed the run, and then the celebration by Avesh Khan. He threw his helmet. Now the IPL
Exactly.
disciplinary committee has warned him. So it's all happening in IPL.
It's a total drama, I would say. And yes, you were talking about Nicholas Puran and Marta Stoinis, but Ayush Badani also played a small cameo,
Hmm.
an important one.
Absolutely.
Devashish,
Absolutely.
Devashish on that.
Yes, yes,
And
yes.
I'm talking about that hit wicket, so unlucky from Ayush Badani. Talk to me about it.
And it happened to nine in 1975 last time. Roy Fredericks, he got out
Hmm.
trying to hit a six and got out hit wicket. So, but then it's a bit disappointing. Had that been a six, then it would be game over by then. No
Exactly.
need of drama in the last ball. But I quite enjoyed the reaction of Gautam Gambhir silencing the crowd. Chinna, I enjoyed it. And there's a picture of Gautam Gambhir and Virat Kohli after the match, hugging each other and posing for a
Yeah.
photograph. With
Exactly.
Gautam Gambhir, there is never a dull moment. He always remains Gambhir in the dugout, but it was good to see him smiling and fist pumping after the match.
Exactly. And this IPL is providing so much to talk about and so much drama. Shuan, coming on to the match, Nicholas Puran doing justice to his price tag. Talk to me about Nicholas Puran's innings.
Oh, it was a mind-blowing innings. It was one of the finest knocks. When he came, it almost looked like LSG won't make it. But
Hmm.
Marcus Stoinis had led the platform. Nicholas Puran just took it to another level. The kind of hitting he did, the clean striking was absolutely brilliant to see. And whether he has still justified his price, 16 crore is a lot. So you have to win at least 4 5 matches, or help the team win
Exactly.
4 5 matches to justify that price tag. But yes, he's on the right track this season.
Devashi, I'll come to you on that Nicholas Puran price tag, but I think there is some problem. Yes. I'll come to you on the Nicholas Puran price tag, but along with that, do you see Quinton Dico coming back in the next match and Kyle Myers making it way?
Maybe because
Yes.
obviously he has to be played when he is in the side. Definitely, see, you never know with franchise cricket. Obviously, it was just one failure by Kyle Mayers, but definitely,
Hmm.
in order to bolster, I don't see any need of Quinton de Kock straight away because see, despite the failure of the Kyle Mayers and
No.
KL Rahul, our LSG did chase the total successfully, and especially the likes of Puran, Stoinis, and that's
Hmm.
with Stoinis coming back to form. You cannot leave out a Stoinis in the middle order
No.
because he can bowl, he can give, he can, and the innings he played actually it's set LSD for that chase. Had Stoinis did not play
Exactly.
because they were around 23 for 3 in 4 overs. And to come back into the match, it was all because of Stoinis. Had Stoinis not played that in that knock, things it would
Exactly.
have been very difficult. It would have been match on for RCB. And then Nicholas Puran. So Nicholas Puran, Stoinis, definitely certainty for me. Mm, obviously, Quinton de Kock, you never know. Means maybe he might be tried because Kyle Mayers I'm not too sure because but Quinton de Kock has been a regular in last season. It was only because Quinton de Kock was not available for last first two
Hmm.
matches that Kyle Mayers got an opportunity. But it would be interesting next match. Obviously, whether Quinton de Kock replaces Kyle Mayers or not, or both play. But I don't see them both playing in this LSG
Yeah.
level.
Shubham, on the same note, Kyle Mayers making it way for Quinton de Kock because having a Quinton de Kock and keeping him on the bench, but winning the matches, it shows the squad strength of LSG. Your thoughts on that?
I think after what Nicholas Puran did in the last match, I can't see LSG dropping either of Nicholas Puran or Marcus Stoinis, because
Yes.
Stoinis give you something regular with the ball. Kyle Mayers is not that regular with the
Hmm.
ball. I don't know how good he is after the power plays, after the ball stops swinging. So I think Kyle Mayers will make way for Quinton de Kock because de Kock is too big a player in front of Kyle Mayers. And just on the basis of reputation and past performance, I think Quinton de Kock will
Hmm.
come into play next from the next match.
Exactly. Debashish, another thing, KL Rahul's captaincy performance, yes, okay, but captaincy, do you see Mark Wood every day he's bowling at number the sixth over? Do you see him bowling a few early overs, maybe a third one or the first one? Your thoughts on KL Rahul's captaincy?
Yeah, he has done well. Means considering that he made it to the playoffs last season, so definitely I think he has done. Yeah, obviously one would have loved to see him scoring some runs behind. And so see, the best part of being a captain, a batter captain, is that you might fail, but you might succeed.
I think Devashish is having some internet issues. Yes, Shubhan, you want to take that
Hmm.
one? KL Rahul's captaincy?
Uh, I think he has been doing fine. He has been doing fine. Yes, some decisions which you may not like from the TV screens, but I am pretty sure
Hmm.
the entire support staff, the leadership group, they have a chalked out plan in place, and what they want to execute out on the field. I think they have been doing well so far, and just that. Uh, I feel KL Rahul more than the captain. KL Rahul, the batter, is needed for LSG
Hmm.
going forward in the tournament.
Okay. Coming back. Okay, one more thing that Sanjeev Goenka yesterday will be a happy owner because both his teams won the away matches. Mohun Bagan defeated Gokulam. We
Right.
were seeing the news from office. That was a great win, 5-1, and then LSGs. So Sanjeev Goenka will be a happy owner yesterday. And coming to the
Right.
uh, other team, RCB, great top order. Uh, and it was not a very challenge that the LSG bowlers imposed on them. Your thoughts on whether the top order RCBs performed really well or LSG bowlers did not really do well to get the top order out? And yes, Swami, the small ground, the player batters love to hit big sixes, but your thoughts on that? RCB batters were really good or LSG bowlers did not uh, perform to that level? Devashish, on that?
No, it's very rare that you find all the top three batters of RCB
Hmm.
He's having
I think
uh,
Devashish, you got stuck.
I'm having
Could you please
serious
repeat
problem.
it?
I'm having serious problem with my laptop. It's going to hang again. But before I think Subhan will agree. It's quite rare that all three top three
Hmm.
star batters firing Faf, Virat, Maxwell. It's very rare. And you see when these three click and when these three fire, invariably RCB wins the match.
I think Devashish is having real issues with his laptop. Well, Shubhan, you want to
right.
take that one? Yes.
Well, I assume what he wants to say is it's rare to see all the top three batters
Hmm.
firing like this, how RCB's top three played yesterday. But at the same time, the Chinnaswamy pitches is too hard for the bowlers. It's flat, the ground is extremely small. Some of the sixes which you saw yesterday were just flick of the wrist and pure timing. And that is where, the likes of the express pacer, not the Sirages, but the Markwoods will suffer. because you just need to time the ball and it will race away to the boundary fence. But that's the nature of the game. When you travel to Lucknow or Chepauk, you will find different pitches. When you go to Chinnaswamy, you will find a completely different pitch. When you go to a Jaipur or an Eden
Hmm.
Garden, there will be different. So it's and that's the fun of home and away fixtures. Away fixtures, you get different sort of conditions in every venue.
Exactly. And before we come on to today's match, the crowd has been really good in Chinnaswamy. What do you say? We saw in the last few overs, we saw so many expressions, and the IPL cameraman has really got some great visuals. But sad for RCB fans. What do you say? But these fans have been loyal throughout for 15 years.
Oh, one of the loudest fan bases, not only in India but around the cricketing world.
Hmm.
They are absolutely brilliant. They haven't won a title, and it's so tough to keep on following a team, keep on going to the stadiums. The prices are sky high, and kudos to RCB fans who always pack the stadium and always make a great noise.
Exactly. Well, Shubhan, today's encounter will be an interesting one. The bottom of the table contest. One of the teams will open their accounts today.
Hmm.
Both are yet to open their accounts. What do you expect from today's match?
Well, two teams in dire need of win, and as you said, at least one of them will win. But MI, DC, I think DC are a better team on paper. MI, of course, they have their superstars, but their bowling attack is very weak. Very
Hmm.
weak. And now without Jofra Archer too, I don't know whether he will play today or not. What's the condition of his right elbow? Because I'm assuming
Hmm.
it's his right elbow. They won't rush him back. There will be a few calls from ECB. I'm pretty sure to not rush Jofra back. But yes, it's going to be a cracker of a match. Let's see what these two have on the cards.
Yes, Devashish, I'll come to you on the same note that, but think of both the owners, both the management. Last month, WPL, these two were in WPL, these two were some others, Mumbai and DC, and now they are fighting in the bottom of the table. Devashish, who will open the accounts today? What do you expect from the game?
Very interesting, because none of the two teams have fired really. And as Shubhan rightly said, that Jofra Archer having that right elbow injury, so he's definitely doubtful. And Arshad Khan also going in for 14 runs, so definitely someone like a Sandeep Warrior might come in. And
Hmm.
I really feel that they are very short on the bowling attack, means lack of experience and over dependency on Jofra Archer. I would say. Let's put it
Hmm.
rightly that after Bumrah's unavailability, obviously they were relying heavily on Jofra Archer, and now it
Hmm.
is right elbow injury. And remember that is his bowling arm, so he will be conscious now. Means obviously the big Ashes is coming up, World Cup is coming up, so
Hmm.
I think there will be instructions from ECB as well to manage the workload of Jofra Archer, not to play him regularly. So this will be
Hmm.
very interesting for Mumbai Indians, and they need to sort out the problem. And as far as Delhi Capitals, obviously big problem at the top with Prithvi Shaw not clicking. Now, obviously, we do have a special in a few minutes from now. Prithvi Shaw looks totally out of sorts against fast bowling. On all three occasions, and he has only lasted
Hmm.
17 balls in IPL so far. And it's a bit baffling, because when you have someone like a Ricky Ponting, Saurav Ganguly, Praveen Amre, and then to miss
Hmm.
out on, and the manner in which he got out, means first match you got out to Markut, means he
Hmm.
hardly had anything, means he did not have any technique to sort out that fast bowling. And then last match also against Trent Bolt, that swinging delivery, edging it to Sanju Samsung. So he is having all sorts of problem. And then he got out to Sami as well, if I'm not wrong. So the manner in which he has not lasted, means obviously he need a start. He need a start, and obviously David Warner has been scoring runs, but then similarly David Warner's strike rate is also 114. So that is also not helping Delhi Capitals cause. Means
But
see at RCB openers last match. Means you need to fire. Means So obviously
But
things
Devashish, David Warner hasn't got any support from the Delhi Capitals
absolutely
top order, and
exactly.
that is
I
why
totally agree.
the strike
Totally
rate.
agree. Totally agree with you. So I
But
think
Delhi,
I think it is the match. I think the match tonight is in Mumbai.
Firozshah, no, in Delhi, in
No,
Delhi, in Delhi.
in
Delhi.
Delhi,
Delhi.
in Delhi, yeah.
So it will be very interesting because if they lose four in a row, it will be very
Hmm.
very difficult for them to bounce back because then winning 4 5 matches in a trot, it's obviously it has happened in IPL. We have seen teams winning 8 matches in a trot and going on to win the championship. But see, every day you cannot every season you cannot expect such kind of a
Exactly.
transformation from a team.
Exactly. So, well, on the same note, before we end, we will have a in detailed discussion on this match in the pre-match show, 7 p.m. But Prithvi Shaw's concerned and David Warner not getting the support as you mentioned correctly. So, Prithvi Shaw, do you think this is a kind of a warning match for Prithvi Shaw? If he doesn't perform, he might be dropped for the next one.
No, I don't think so. The Prithvi Shaw is such a player that you don't expect consistency from him. Although the kind of talent he is, you
Hmm.
always want expectancy, consistency from him. But I think DC team will be very happy if he wins you 3 or 4 matches in a season. And for that, we have seen
Hmm.
Saurav Ganguly do that during his captaincy. He will just put an arm around Prithvi Shaw's shoulder and say, boy, you have 6 7 matches, you are not getting dropped, but just don't score some runs for me. So I think that will be the message for Prithvi Shaw, and I think he will continue at least for next 4 5 matches. He will continue, and then we'll see.
Okay. So before we end this show, give us your favorite matchups that you are looking forward for today's match. Devashish, you first, and then Shubhan. Aksar
Devashish is stuck,
Patel.
I guess.
Devashish is again stuck. Yes. So Shubhan, you take Akshar Patel versus Rohit Sharma. Will be an interesting one.
More than Akshar Patel, I think it will be the pacer. It will be the Pacers versus the Rohit Sharma. But I am looking forward to see whether Khalil Ahmed plays today or not. Whether they go back to Chetan Sakaria. What's the plan with the bowling attack? Uh,
Hmm.
but if you have to ask about my matchup, then I think it will be the DC spinners, Kuldeep Yadav, Akshar Patel versus the middle order, the Surya Kumar Yadav and the other players. So that would be my matchup, and I'm looking forward to see how Surya reacts to this situation. It's I guess after a long time that he's suffering from such a dip in form. So let's see what he does.
Okay. So we'll end with the predictions. Shubhan, you give your predictions, and we'll have it here.
I think DC are a better team on paper. I think they will open their account.
They should, I think. I
That's
really
it.
hate to see Saurav Ganguly sitting in that position, and obviously for Jordan. So I hope DC wins, though both we are wearing yellow. But let's see what happens. We'll again join for the pre-match show 7 p.m. So
Right.
please join and do follow our websites. Lots of written pieces are coming up, and do follow our social media handles for all the stories. So thank you for joining, Shubhan. Devashish is
Right.
having a
Thank you.
trouble. He just texted me that I am having a problem, so he won't be joining again. So we'll end the show here. So thank you for joining. We'll be back again tomorrow with the
Thank
tune-off
you.
show. Thank you.